Hi there, my name is Lindsay, artist and creator behind Single Sploot, a corgi themed sticker and merch business. And in this week's episode of Vending Outside, I am at the University of Washington again for the UW Bipoc Makers Fair. So the event doesn't start till 2 o'clock. Load in is at 1. It is currently 12:17. I am a little early. I'm just gonna kind of get myself situated into the building. It is only accessible via students and faculty, so you have to have a key card. Thankfully there are some friends who are there already, so they can let me in. I did run in to use the bathrooms. I got here way too early. I thought the line to get gas would be longer, but there's actually no line at all. Today is actually, what's today's date? April 10? Today's April 10, and if you're watching this, it's probably a few weeks later, and you would know that this past week has been a crazy week for small businesses and entrepreneurs like myself, in which we were plagued with the quote-unquote Liberation Day, which was just literally tariff after tariff after tariff, and it hasn't really been getting any better, so caused a lot of turmoil in the world because we don't really know what's going to happen. So things are always changing. As of right now, tariffs on goods from China is 145%. Yeah, I'm rambling at this point. I don't know if any of this is making sense. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself into the building and chillax for a little bit, and we'll check back in during setup. So some information about the UW Bipoc Makers Fair. It is organized by the Office of Minority Affairs and Diversity, and it was held at the UW Samuel E. Kelly Ethnic Cultural Center. It's a one-day event from 2 to 6 p.m., so 4 hours, with a 1-hour setup time right before. As for how much it costs, I paid $40 as an off-campus vendor. This means I have no affiliation with the university. However, if you are a student, a faculty, or an alumni, they do have different pricing for those. Off-campus vendor sign, and it says first time vendor. How cute. And we got a sticker. It is 2:11, so technically we already started. I didn't want to take out my iPad, so I'm trying to get my card reader set up, but I have my phone set up for tap to pay from Emerald City last time. So, and what's super cool is they actually provided food. So I got some drinks, they had juice and soda, and then they had pizza for us. So it's super awesome. So I got some pepperoni pizza. They also had cheese pizza. But I had brought my own bag of snacks, because you should always bring your own snacks whenever you do events. So I had my own bag of snacks, but I guess I didn't really need it. Who knows? Maybe I'll need it later. We do end at 6 o'clock today. But oh, I didn't get to take a picture of my table. I should go do that. And they gave us a sign. I think I'm supposed to put this out somewhere. I don't know where to put this. Did you just slide it in? Just hanging on the side? Just put it right here. I had to get kind of very strategic with how everything is set up for this. So far, so good. I'm surrounded by a lot of friends though. We have Shishito Creative, Peaching Doodle, and Extend Illustrations at the far end. But lots of friends vending at this event. And the space behind here is not super small. It's not super big, so it's very good. How's it going? I think I am.
I don't know, if it says just to visit any vendor and get a stamp.
Yep. So visit a vendor to receive a stamp. You have to make a purchase to earn an additional stamp, and then collect all 10 stamps to complete. Cool. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
Oh, okay.
They didn't tell us anything.
I know, and I'm
here you go. I think there's about 35 vendors here today, so not a ton, but a good amount. And the setup is very cute. Let me show you guys, since I didn't have time to show you before. This is what it looks like. Very cute, very small. Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good. This is one of the more chill UW events. So if you live somewhere where there's a large university, definitely I would recommend that you check to see if they have any events that you can participate in. How's it going? I'm pretty good. This is also the first event since the plaguing of the tariffs. And it's a smaller event, so we don't really know how it's going to impact us. We'll see for next week during SoccerCon. I think that's going to be a really big indicator, because we do have a few shipments coming in this weekend. And that one will be interesting. It will be interesting to see sort of what the spending habits will be, prices around the hall for Artist Alley, because I am in the Artist Alley for SoccerCon. The nice thing about doing events like this that are a lot slower is it gives you a lot of time to network with other artists. Also gives you time to practice your setup, and it's also just a good learning experience for people who are new to the scene. For someone like me who's been doing it for a while, this is like a really good breather event before I do more intense events, which would be multi-day events. This event's just 1 day, 4 hours, in, out, really small setup as well. So, here's Costco pizza. I literally had Costco pizza for dinner yesterday. Now the unfortunate thing is, I didn't bring big bags for the sticker books, and I forgot I was bringing sticker books, so. 30 minutes in, we have to make our first sale, but it's okay. We're chilling. I'm not pressed at all. So they are doing a stamp rally, and the next time I get my hands on a stamp rally card, then I can show you what the card looks like. But basically, it's more of a true rally in which you just go around and collect stamps. Then if you make a purchase, you get an additional stamp. Versus how rallies are kind of done in the artist alley nowadays is you have to make a purchase or fulfill some type of requirement to get a stamp. This one is more true and akin to the rallies in Japan where you just come visit. Do you mind if I borrow this real quick? Oh, yeah. This is what the stamp rally card looks like. You have to ask in order to get a stamp, and we have rules and everything, but very simple. Here you go! Thank you so much! Nancy, I want to know what your opinions are on the tariffs.
I'm so mad. I'm in the middle of a plushie design, paid for it. It's being manufactured. It's supposed to be shipping soon. But I don't know if I could afford that 100. Is it 145% now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think it'd be cheaper for me to fly to China right now. I could make a vacation out of it.
The tariffs currently, as of this point, is 145%, so it's not happening. No. Say hello to my new corgi hat. I had this designed and made, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to make this to sell to anybody due to the tariffs. So, for now, I get to wear it. Yee! My hair is pinned up though, but it's too hot to wear this, so it's coming off. The thing about this setup is that it gives me a very, very tiny little window. This is where I get to look out of my small little window to interact with customers. Although these grids are see-through, so I can technically see everybody through here, so it doesn't really matter. But this is what it looks like from the outside of my tiny window. That's what it looks like. Pop off, friends, pop off. It is 4:30. Sales have been slow. It should be expected, so I'm not really I don't know. Honestly, I have like little to no expectations. I just hope to make back parking because parking is like a little expensive, and the table. So I think it's about less than $100 total, which I think I already made it. Actually, I have no idea. Okay, yeah, we made back expenses, so I'm sure. Do you want an envelope for it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
You can put the rest of your stickers in there too, then you won't lose it. Right. And is that going to be cash or card for you today?
Let's do card.
Card? It's going to be $5.52 after tax. You can go ahead and tap the button whenever you're ready. Perfect. And you're all set. Thank you so much. Have a good day. 5:40. We're about coming down to the last 20 minutes here of the event. There's still a decent amount of people walking around. Obviously not a lot of shopping, and that's to be expected given how the climate of everything is going, and like nobody really wants to spend money, so like I totally understand. Now, you might know that I'm used to having bigger booths, bigger tables, but I did condense everything down to this little 5-foot table. You're probably wondering how the heck I did that. And honestly, it is very, 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 very cramped, and everything is very, 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 very condensed. So I can give you a look from back here until the event is over. But I have these 2 grid panels that are from Daiso, and I also picked up these feet so that they can stand. You can also pick these up at Daiso. They come in a pack of 2, so you get 2 feet in one pack so that you can hold up your panels. They work for any size. Pretty much any of these grid panels. You can also use it for the standard grid panels that you get, like, you know, the 12 by 12 ones. So, and then I have these crates. I have multiple crates stacked up to give different dimensions. And then over here I have the nail polish acrylic holders. This acrylic holder on that side with the sticker sheets is actually a sunglass one. So I'll show you guys what it looks like on the other side in a little bit. And then we have our sticker books here as well. One thing that I'm really accustomed to is hearing that my prices are very expensive, which is hilarious to me because I actually think that I'm priced under compared to like a lot of other people in the space. But I do feel like moving forward, we're going to start hearing that a lot more, especially as people do raise their prices. And so for you guys who are new to hearing that, I just want to let you know that it's okay. Don't take it to heart when people are complaining like, oh, you know, whatever item you have is too expensive, or come and look at your table like that's too expensive. I can make it for cheaper, or I can get it for cheaper. Just brush it off. Don't let it bother you. It used to bother me a lot, but you know what? At this point, I think the people who do see the value in what I have to offer will understand. And those are the customers that I want versus the ones who are complaining about my price points and I'm begging for their money. I'd rather my stuff go to homes where they will be well loved and bring you much joy, because that's always what I strive to do with Single Sploot, is creating fun and very functional and entertaining corgi art that's going to bring joy to you for a very long time. So if people complain about your prices, it is what it is. That's their problem. It's not yours. They just told us that we can go home. Since we're packing up now, I can walk you guys through a little bit of how I condensed my 10-foot book down to this 5-foot table. Obviously, this is not everything. Okay, now I can finally do a walkthrough, guys. I'm trying to clean up, but it always happens when I want to clean up and people walk up. Quick walkthrough on how I condensed my 10-foot booth to this 5-foot booth table, starting with, of course, we have stickers on a self-serve display. I've been doing this setup for a little while now. Then I have a dish rack. I just want to do a walkthrough, but people keep coming to the table. Okay, here we go. This is the last time I'm going to try to do this. On this side, I have these larger crates, and this is actually a tackle box, a fishing tackle box. So I'll show you guys how this cleans up right now. It cleans up just like that, so quick and easy. I actually learned this trick from one of my fellow artists, which is Peachy Noodle over here, Marie. She uses this technique a lot for her setups, and so it's super easy. Just carry things around like that. And again, these are from Daiso. These hooks are actually also from Daiso. So if you have a Daiso near you, I recommend picking up these hooks because they're super, super lightweight, so they make it really good for travel. I have my tote bag up here that's stuffed with boxes. And then this rack, as I was trying to explain earlier, is actually a dish rack. So use the dish rack to hold my sticker books. This one is a sunglass acrylic tier, so it's different from this one. This one's actually a nail polish one, and this one is a sunglasses one. It's a lot deeper, so it makes it a lot better for my sticker sheets. And yeah, that's pretty much everything on a small little 5-foot table. Now begins the cleanup process. Overall, not super bad. We didn't make like a crap ton of money. We did make back our expenses and a little bit of profit, so it's always good. Small events like this are always good for getting out in the community, getting to know, future customer bases probably. For me, I've done a lot of events at this university, so I do have a handful of customers already who tend to pick up stuff from me pretty frequently. So given how the climate is, they might not want to spend. I haven't done this event in particular ever, so this is my first time. And there were a few overlap from some university students that I have that have patroned me before, so that was always fun. But overall, it's a pretty new demographic, especially because of what I have. My booth also kind of looks a little different from how some people might have remembered it. Now, do I recommend you to do this event? This event in particular, I'm not going to say if I recommend it or not, but I will tell you guys that for smaller events like this, I do recommend everybody go out and try it. Now, I do have my stickers organized, so I use a trading card box to organize my stickers, and I have everything labeled. Usually at the end of an event, I just kind of chuck it all in here and just make it a mumble-jumble mess. But I'm going to try it and just put it back and organize it neatly so I don't have to reorganize it later when I prep for SoccerCon next week. Nice. And everything packed up into one suitcase with one bag. Did it. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I know this was very short, it's kind of very candid, but my next event will be SoccerCon, which is actually next weekend. So I don't think this video will come out by the time that comes out, or by the time SoccerCon happens. So if you came to see my SoccerCon, thank you so much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Patreon for my monthly sticker club. This is April's theme. And yeah, check me out on all of my social media, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!